welcome back to Yumm-O. This is Rico. Today we're going to be making some scones with a little bit of a twist, which you will have to wait till the end to see. Okay, so to get started, I'm just going to quickly go through some ingredients. It's pretty simple. I'm pretty sure you have all of these in your cupboard. Just go ahead and get cooking, but these are absolutely worth it. Okay. To start, we're going to need some flour, some all-purpose flour, and then I've got some sugar and salt, so 3 tablespoons of sugar and salt, butter. You're going to need some pink food coloring and some full cream milk. Okay, I've got a sift. What you need to do with your flour is you need to sift it 3 times. So we're going to put it in just like so. And sift it through. Okay, I also forgot to tell you guys that there is a quarter teaspoon of baking powder. Put it back in here. It might be a little bit messy, but that's okay. Back at it again. So you're going to need to do this 3 times. So this just allows you to aerate your flour and to get like really light scones instead of them being doughy and a little bit too chewy. Okay, flour is done. I've sifted that through 3 times, and there's baking powder, remember? Now in here I've got my sugar and salt already mixed. We're just going to chuck it in the flour, and then you grab your butter and you need to cube it. So this is refrigerated, really cold butter. You need your butter to be cold, and we're going to be mixing this with our hands. So okay, so I've cut my butter into cubes, about 200 grams of butter. Now we're going to go in with our hands and just, you want to use the tips of your hands because the butter still needs to be cold. Don't use your palm because our palms are the warmest parts of our hands, and that's going to quickly melt your butter. So just go in with your hands. Okay guys, so you can see how it almost looks very sandy. Like our butter is still cold and incorporated, but it's not melting, like it's not sticky. It's just nice and sandy, and your flour kind of changes color to take the color of the butter, and it looks a bit yellowish. That's what you want. All right, so our flour is done. Now we're gonna go to the fun bit, but it can be too messy, so you need to be careful. I've got pink food coloring. We're going to put it in our milk, just a little bit. You don't want the scones to be like it. Well, it depends what pink you want. I like the lighter pink, just a very soft pink. You can just play around with the color and see if it's got to the pink that you want. So I'm just going to start off with a little bit, like a literal. And go in and mix it into your milk. So this is a little bit too light. It almost looks like a strawberry milk chocolate. I just need it to be a little bit darker. And don't pour it directly into your glass of milk, because you can put a little bit too much and then you have to redo it again. So just start off on your spoon. Put that through and mix it. Okay, now I've reached my desired pink. I think this will look really pretty. So you just want to add a little bit until you reach your desired pink. For me, this is perfect. And now you're going to come here with your flour Also, you need to be careful when you're using food coloring, because I've got white counters. I don't want pink on my white counters, so you might need to do it at the sink or get a baking sheet and do that. Okay, so what we're going to do now is slowly add in our milk. We're going to slowly add in our milk, make a center, just pour in your milk and fold it through. You don't want to, so just like so. Alright, so now you're going to go in. I've put in all the milk. Now we're going to need to use our hands. Just gently fold it through. You don't want to overly play with this dough because these are scones. If you overly play around with it, they're not going to have like that fluffy, you know, that texture that scones have, like that. They just, yeah, but yeah. And also try and not to use your palm. Just keep using the tip of your fingers because your palms are the hottest bit. But sometimes you will need to use your palm just to put the dough together, but don't. Try to avoid it, basically. Now I've just transferred my dough onto a baking sheet because once it comes together like so, it's a bit harder to do it in a bowl. So at this stage, you now want to start sort of flattening it out. At this stage, we're just trying to put it together so we can start cutting it into pieces. Our dough is ready. Take a cup, or if you've got a cookie cutter or something. I don't have a cookie cutter, so I'm going to go in with the wine glass. Go in. Just like so. Alright, so there you have it. You just want to reach this thickness, and if you can see there's air bubbles in there, this is what you want. We're going to have some nice fluffy scones. Dust it around with a little bit of flour, not too much, but this just helps it with it not sticking. Place it in your bowl. Now to make it easier, you just dip your glass or your cookie cutter in flour, just like this. Go into your dough, wiggle it around. Okay, so we're done with making our scones in terms of preparing them. If you can come in closer, this will give you about 2, 4, 6, 8 scones. They're decent size. I'm pretty sure if you have 1 or 2, you will be quite full. You'll have some leftover dough. Like if you can see this one, it's like the sad one, the odd one. You just regroup your dough and then just mold it up to be a little round because you don't want to waste the dough because it still is delicious. Okay, now I've been preheating my oven at 180 degrees, so I'm going to chuck this in for about 15 to 20 minutes and then we'll check how they are.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay guys, so the scones are done, finally. They took about 20 minutes to be done. Just make sure you take them out at least 20 minutes because you don't want them to get too dry. So don't forget them in there. So here I've got my scones that are done. Then I've got some cream in here that I'm going to whip up, and then I've got some strawberry sauce. Now this strawberry sauce is homemade. If you want, you can go ahead and look up the recipe on my channel. I'll link up the video for you guys. It's absolutely delicious. So we're going to start off by whipping up this cream. Okay, so here's our cream. It's all done. This is the consistency that you want, so that whipped cream consistency. I also put in a drop of vanilla bean paste just to give us that vanilla taste in our cream. Okay, time to assemble and finally eat, because it's been a long time coming. So first off, what I do is take the strawberry sauce, place it, give me a little bit more. Because this is homemade, you don't have like that guilt of like a jam or something. This is all fresh. Get your cream. And just like that. Okay guys, so there you have it. I think it looks absolutely pretty with the pretty pink plate. So there you have it, my scones with a little bit of a twist of a pink food coloring, and make it fun, drift away from the good old white scone. This looks absolutely pretty. But that's it, you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you guys do try this. I'm sure you absolutely love it. And don't forget to also go ahead and watch the video for the strawberry sauce, because it is absolutely worth it. If you try these scones with the homemade sauce, you won't go back to the gym, trust me, because it's absolutely easy to make and it's delicious. Anyways, I will catch you guys later. See ya.